Hello, everyone who's watching this video, which is probably very few of you, but that doesn't matter because today I'm going to be showing you my, somewhat customized minifigures from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable, specifically because I'm going to be animating Chase. Yes, I know people don't like that opening, but honestly, frick them, because Chase is actually one of my favorite openings. I really like it. So I'm going to be animating that opening, and boy, do we have a lot of minifigures, way more than Trader's Requiem had us use. So yeah, we have a lot of minifigures. So let's just jump right into it because, well, we have way too many to get through. First up, because this is in alphabetical order, I think her name is Aja. I think. Anyway, she's the, lady with the Cinderella stand who does some magic to Yukako. So this is a pretty basic figure. I think I got the hair, pretty dang good. This is a really good hair piece for her. Oh yeah, by the way, mostly ignore the heads because, well, when I'm animating, I usually change out the heads a bunch because they have different expressions, so I don't count the head as part of the minifigure. So mostly just ignore the heads, except for a few exceptions. So there are a few exceptions in which the head is vital to the minifigure. So yeah, it's pretty basic. The torso, she did have red on her torso, but not like this much and not in that area. But I think it's not that big of a deal. So I think she's pretty good for what she needs to be. She's not in there in Chase for that long. So I'm not concerned with these figures that much. So but if I had to rank her, I would put her in I'd say B. Actually, yeah, B. No, A. A. I'm putting her in A just because I really like the hairpiece. Oh, whoops. Yeah, so next up is her stand, Cinderella, which is, well, it doesn't look like Cinderella that much, but, I mean, that stand is freaking weird. I don't know how you'd expect to make it realistically in Lego. I mean, it's not horrible looking because it doesn't have any ugly custom parts that I made, at least. So, if I had to give this a rating, I'd probably give it a, D. Yeah, I think D's good for Cinderella. Next up, you know him, you love him, it's Crazy Diamond. Or Shining Diamond. Well, that's not the real name. So Crazy Diamond right here is okay, I did have a custom face for him just because, well, I kind of needed a custom face. I think he looks pretty good. The torso's nice. I do have this little thing in the back. I think the helmet actually looks fairly nice. I mean, obviously you're not going to get that. There's no Lego piece that's a helmet that looks like a heart. So, and it's also silver, so that's fine. So I think he still looks pretty good, so I'll give him a B. Next up, yes, you may not even recognize this because, well, first of all, most people kind of forget him in place of his third counterpart. But Act 1, sorry. So Act 1, yes, he is in Chase momentarily, but he still is in it. Actually, when you say Act 1, I think it looks pretty much like him. Obviously, he's not perfect, but I think he gets the job done considering that we're working with Lego. So I'd put him in C. Now here's the much more popular counterpart, Act 3. So, don't look at the back, just pretend that that's not there. But yeah, so basically Act 3, actually his face doesn't look that bad, I think. Obviously he has the short legs because he's a little shorty. Actually a lot of the figures are really short, so, I think he's pretty good. The custom head is okay. I used the Clone Trooper body just because I had no idea what else I was supposed to use, and I didn't want to make a custom chest piece. So I think he looks okay. I'll give him also a C. Yes, it's the icon himself, Jotaro Kujo. So Jotaro here. Oh yeah, so when I actually have his face, pretend that there's black drawn here for his hair, just because he should have that back there. This is Jotaro. His hat is, yes, it's custom. I painted it. Unfortunately, I didn't have any white paint, so I just had to go with ironically platinum. The paint was called platinum, so I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I have this jacket, which, utter nightmares making that stupid paper jacket for him. But, I think it's pretty good. The shirt, I have this, you see a dragon thing on it, but honestly, Jotaro has weird designs on his shirt, so I'm like, whatever, let's just throw that on there. Honestly, if you have that head on there, if without the hair in the back, I'd say it would be a B, but I'm gonna use him with the hair, so I'm gonna give him an A, because with the hair, he'd actually look a lot like Jotaro from Part 4. Next up, yeah, I think you'll probably recognize this, is obviously Joseph and little Stan baby. Well, Joseph here, I think he's pretty good. There isn't any real good Lego hat for what he wore in Part 4, but I think this is nice. Obviously, this is one of the minifigures I was talking about where the head was important. Obviously, you see that he has the glasses and the beard and whatnot, which I think actually pretty well resembles his face in Part 4. He doesn't have the exact coat that he was wearing, but it's still red, so I think it's not that bad. So, I'll put him in B. Yeah, B is good for him. Okay, so in case you couldn't tell, this is Josuke. So, Josuke, his clothes are okay. They're not the best, but they're fine for what I had. His hair you may not think so at first, but it is actually custom. I took he's basically similar to Giorno. Actually, he's the only one where I actually modified the hair's physical shape. The hair was much spikier before this, so I cut off those spikes and stuff to make it get more round, and I think the hair is okay for Josuke. Wait, was I calling him Jotaro? If I called him Jotaro, I didn't mean that. I meant Josuke. So, he's okay. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to replicate that hair that he actually has in the manga and the anime, so whatever. It's fine. But I think he's okay. So, I'll put him also in B. Yes, it's Koichi. So, Koichi here, well, I think it's pretty easy to tell that it's Koichi. It's the second hairstyle that he has. So, if you remember, he's the first hairstyle, and then he's the second one. This is the second one. It's basically the flat top that kind of looks like a mini Polnareff hair. So, I think I used clay for this hair, which is the first hair that I've done with clay. So, I think it's actually pretty good. He's in A. The only reason that he's not an S tier is because the torso is just a little bit too wacky with that bow. If that bow wasn't there, then I think he'd be S tier. But it's the best torso I have for him. So, yeah. I really like Koichi. So, this is Okuyasu. And honestly, I think he's okay. He's obviously, you're not going to be able to, once again, you're not going to be able to create a good hairpiece for Okuyasu just because his hair is so weird. This was the best thing. So this is actually, you'll note, it's actually a mixture of the platinum paint that I used on Jotaro's hat and black. So it comes out gray because I didn't have a gray paint, unfortunately. And I thought that I didn't use any other gray hair pieces because this is the best hair piece for him. I think it turns out okay. He's a walkie-talkie in the back because this was a police outfit, but I made the badge so you can actually tell it's a police badge, but I think it'll be fine. I'll probably do maybe a few more modifications to the torso. So, I'll give him a C, yeah. So, this is Reimi Sugimoto. Remember the ghost girl? Who's like, I'd consider this spiritual mascot of the Mario Warriors. So I think she's an okay. If you notice, there's like little marks on her hair. I messed up when I was painting her hair. So if it weren't for that, I'll just ignore them just because they're so small that you won't be able to see them actually during the film. So I used a similar tactic to what's her name? Oh, Trish, yeah. Trish for the skirt. I used a ballerina torso just because I had nothing else that looked like her. I think it's okay. So I'll put her in C. C also. She's a C. Oh boy, Rohan Sensei, what have they done to you? Yeah, this is Rohan. He also, like Koichi, has custom hair. So I think that the custom hair isn't awful. It's okay. It's not the best. One of the problems is that you'll notice some interesting things on the chest area. Maybe. So that's the only problem with the torso, really. If I could just get rid of those, but no, I'm not going to draw on this. So I think it's okay. Oh, I think he's pretty nice. I like him overall. So the hair's kind of dragging him down. Should I also put him in C? Yeah, I think he belongs in C. Oh boy, yikes. It's not that any parts are bad, it's just that it's awfully basic. In case you couldn't tell, this is supposed to be Shigechi. Remember the kid that gets blown up? Yeah, so honestly, I really liked Shigechi. I think people hated on him unnecessarily. I really liked him. Or his minifigure, it's just super blank. It's just super blank. I couldn't figure out how I was supposed to get the spiked hair, or the spikes on his head in there. Why does he have spikes? I don't get it, but I don't know, like Bart Simpson or something. So, I think that Shigechi, he's just too basic. There's not anything going on with him. D. Please forgive me. I didn't mean it. Yeah, this is Star Platinum. I got that freaking Sonic looking hair. Yeah, I don't like it. But, I mean, I don't have any piece that's even close to Star Platinum's hair. So I had to make it out of clay, but I didn't have black clay, so I had to draw on it with Sharpie and just, it's all covered in Sharpie and just ugly. Yeah. The only thing saving him from being an awful minifigure is the torso. At least the front of the torso isn't awful. Same with the legs. I mean, it's still not good. And also the shoulder pads. So the only thing saving him from my figures out, so he's an E tier. I didn't even know he had an E tier, but whatever. Yeah, not very good. Not good at all. Thankfully, he doesn't appear much in Chase, so yeah. Yeah, Tamami. So this is Tamami. In case you don't remember, a guy who Koichi freaking mentally broke and is now serving Koichi for whatever reason. Actually, I really like this figure. I would put it in S tier, but the only thing is that, the hair isn't 100% accurate. I thought the hair is still pretty good shape, considering what I was working with. And his shirt isn't, it's missing some design features that could have been on there. So that's what I think about Tamami. And also his legs, unlike the other legs, they bend. So, unlike the other tiny legs, they bend. There's a lot of tiny legs. So, yeah. I give him an A. Oof. This is the hand. Okuyasu stand. So, yeah. Kinda disappointing. It's not as horrible as Star Platinum or anything. But I think just the legs are a bit weird, and the head just doesn't look like the head. The torso's okay. The head just doesn't look like the hand's head. But what are you gonna do? The hand's head is so freaking weird. So, I'll put him in D. Just because I don't think he deserves E or F. He's not that awful. He's okay. He's not good. He's not very good at all. But I think he's still fine. So, yeah. D for the hand. Yeah, so one of the other minor characters is Toshikazu. Actually, I think he's pretty solid. He's wearing all black, just like how he really does. And he's pretty dang accurate. The hairpiece really fits him. The only thing holding him back from being a perfect character is that his belt is just a little weird, along with the torso isn't perfect. So besides that, I mean, he's really good. That hairpiece fits. He's short. I think he's pretty good. He's up there with Tamami. So I'd put him also in A tier. So, this is Yoshihiro Kira. Yoshikage Kira's dad. He was wearing like pajamas, so this is the closest thing that I had to red pajamas. The hair also doesn't fit that well, along with face. That's the beard that I think I'm gonna use. So not that good. Not horrible either. It's fine. So I think he also belongs in C tier. Yeah, C is good for him. The hand fetishizing man himself, Yoshikage Kira. So the thing about Kira is that, well, in Chase, it's kind of hard to see him because he only appears once at the very end, and really the only thing that you can make out super well is his eye. So I broke it down frame by frame, and I think this is right. I'm pretty sure he has the black hair in Chase. Just the black hair after he changes his body. Or his face. He changes his face. And then I couldn't tell what color suit he has. It's kind of debatable. So I just gave him a gray suit. Because it won't really matter in the opening anyways. It's not going to be able to see it that well. So the suit fits. It's good. Sure, it's not the skull tie. The hair is meh. But the suit is pretty good. So, honestly, Kira is a pretty basic person when you look at him. I mean, that's kind of the point. So, I'll put him in B. The hair is the only thing stopping him from being better. The highly questionable lover of Koichi, Yukako. Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, this is not actually this is a custom piece. I actually painted the hair, and it turned out really well because I didn't have any black hair pieces that looked like this. So I think it turned out really dang well. It looks really nice. The hair does. The outfit. So I could not get anything that looked like her schoolgirl outfit at all. I had nothing that was the color nor the shape or whatever, so I'm just like, frick it, and I just gave her casual looking outfit, which, I mean, a lot of the characters in part 4, like Rohan, change outfits, so I think this is okay. But the hair is really nice. I mean, it's not even like that customizable of hair, so I'd say B for her. Yeah, B is good. So that is the end of this tier list for all my part 4 characters. Despite having way more minifigures than in Trader's Requiem, this video was actually pretty short. Or shorter than that, at least. Which I think is just because I was going through them so quickly, because I'm like, oh, it's going to be so long if I spend so much time on all these characters. But I think I still went into enough depth for each of them. Yeah. These characters were... some of them were pretty good. Like, honestly, I found it funny that, like, Tamami and Toshikazu, or whatever the frick their name is, you know the two. I find it funny that those two characters were one of the best. Oh, I didn't even put anyone in S tier. That's sad. I don't think none of them deserve S tier. Yeah. Koichi would have if it weren't for his torso. So, yeah, that's the end of this tier list. Make sure to do the like and comment and the subscribe. Or something. I don't know. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching.